G'day viewers, welcome to another super helpful, super cool repair video from the Goat Shed, located in Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia. Now our previous two videos have been on Gottlieb's Knockout from 1950, December 1950, and now we're on to the Under the Playfield. Now pretty much we're having problems, or the owner was telling us they were having problems with the bank over there, which is the 1 to 5 sequence bank, locking on as soon as the machine was turned on. Anyway, we've been having a little bit of a look at it, and Graham's just going to hold that there for a second. This has all been repaired and welded. This armature plate attached to the sequence completed has been repaired and welded. I'm going to give you a close look at that. So it's presenting us a few problems. Can we get in there, Graham? Let's have a little look. Yeah.
Right in there, it's got a screw in there for some reason.
There's a screw there, they've affixed to it.
It's got this black, little tarry sort of stuff and stuff.
So we're going to have to pull that armature plate out.
I'm going to strip the whole thing down.
It's unfortunately unnecessary evil in this case. We don't want to do it, but we're going to have to do it because it's just been bodged up.
It's got no stroke in it.
Yeah, you can't get the sequence completed switch, which is a normally open switch, to close properly. Okay, so today is Wednesday, 1st of May, 2024. It's 14 degrees Celsius outside, which is 57.2 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, what it is, it's the last month of our fall. So for you American people that watch us, I know your seasons start probably at normal times to you, but they're strange to us because ours always start on the 1st of the month. So i.e. the 1st of March commenced the 3 months of fall. April, May, and 1st of June will commence winter, and so on and so forth. Anyway, that's a little lesson for everybody. Now, really we're now faced with this dilemma on this unit.
I know the problem. The problem is this bar is hitting the top of the armature plate.
So Graham was just trying to say something then, and I just realised I didn't have the external microphone plugged in.
Yeah, I know what the problem is. The problem is that when all the relays are tripped, that rod there is not going down enough to activate this switch.
In other words, it's not moving to the right far enough.
And the reason that it's not moving is because that rod, or that bar, is hitting the top of the armature plate there. So I'm going to have to make that go forward somehow, so that it clears the top of the armature plate so that can go down. That should be hitting that bar, but it's not even close.
So you think this modification that someone's done maybe not original?
No.
Well, the bar's probably original, but the armature plate?
Yes. It's just not right. But,
so what we're going to do, are you going to pull that armature plate out?
I'm going to strip the whole thing down.
Okay.
It's the only way you can do it.
Alright, well that'll be fun.
So it's not that much. There's only switch stacks of nothing. So we'll get all that out of the way.
What we'll do, people, we'll take some photographs of the wiring on there first of all, just in case any wires fall off, even though we've got the schematic.
It's pretty basic, but
they should, yeah. But they're all faded.
Yeah.
Good God, you know, a 74-year-old, well, 74 in December.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so while Graham's doing that, what I'll point out to you, this is the sequence bank on the other side, just here. That contains the VAW tilt and start relay. Now,
yeah, there's not a great deal of difference, but they seem like I could probably put one of these in. If I had to. I think we've got some floating around somewhere. But
right now, here you go.
I just got this one out of a wreck just to compare the length to make sure everything's okay. So But I won't use this one because it's got 2 pegs, but we only really need one, so I don't want to ruin this one for the sake of just for the job, where we've got probably another 30 or 40 of them laying around the shed somewhere. And so what I'll do, we won't be using this. I'll get another bar, not as wide, and so I can get a bit closer to there. And I might have to utilise that hole, maybe.
Okay.
And a bit of fabrication, but I'll get there. And actually, it'll fit. I've already tried it. It fits in there. It's not a problem. So we'll use that.
All right then. Excellent. Right. Now, what we've actually discovered is that this has been disassembled before and someone's put it back together incorrectly. Now, if you have a look here, this one we've just repaired. Now, see, that's going in that hole there. Look at the one next to it. It's in the top hole.
So this is the diagram. So this one's a later model. That one there has got like a triangle sort of there.
Yes.
And that's pretty well the same. So what was happening, the actual top of the armature was going through that place there instead of that place there.
Yeah, so that one's right. This one here is correct, and this one here is...
See that? That's snappy as. And this one here is shocking, and it even hits on the side. And see, as we were saying, the problem was that that bar was hitting the top of that armature plate. But,
yeah.
But now
it's not.
We work like that, the armature top, it's all the way back, so that's going to be plenty. So we could pretty well just put it back together how it is, but we've got to change all these, which it's not easy. We actually got to have to take them out and the armature
and refit them. Yeah,
which is not a great problem. But
so that's not too bad. How they're fitted, you just have to. These later ones, those 2 little lugs on the top there, they're bent.
Where the other ones are twisted.
Where the other ones are twisted because they're made out of softer metal.
Yeah, and you just got to twist the tabs off the end so they don't fall out. But once they're in once the springs are on, they takes a lot of much.
So in other words, the armature plates.
That one's broken. We've got to fix that.
Which one's broken?
Just the continuation.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. All right. So mystery solved.
Yeah, which is good because they don't have to fabricate a part now. So hopefully we can use it.
It's not the sort of thing you strike all the time, but you know, it may have been like that for years, or it may have been accidentally done. I don't know.
Yeah, not a problem.
Doesn't matter. It'll be all.
And the owner was having problems with this trip bank actually. So.
Yeah, this trip bank, as we mentioned, was as soon as you powered the game on, it was coming on.
So pretty well, just got to take off the springs and put the armature plate on the other side of that tab.
All right.
Unfortunately, we can't get enough. Just misses.
Getting it out.
So it's got to be on the other side. So.
Yeah, just point that out again. Yeah,
that tab's got to be on the other
on the other side of that. Yeah. I'll just pull that back again. There you go. Okay. So that latch.
It's got to be on top.
It's got to be on top of that. All right.
As we can see with this one. See the difference?
Hang on, I've got to... Oh, there I am, yeah. See, that's on top, and that's underneath. Okay? As simple as that. Took us a little while to figure that out, but
you don't assume that someone's buggered it up beforehand. It's just one of those things.
Just one of those things, yeah. Yeah. The other thing we were doing, earlier today I received a message from a guy. He had trouble getting this off the wheel, but he had more trouble putting it back on, and he asked for advice on how to fix that. Well, when you're taking them off, you just got to loosen the Allen screws and make sure or even take them right out if you're not sure. But you just twist it back and forth and it'll come off. But once you've got it off, the end of the escapement wheel will have little gags on it where the Allen screws have been screwed in. So I made a little short video for the guy on how to do that, and I might see if I can insert that. I'm using this new Filmora software, just getting used to it. I'm not sure if we're going to stick with it or not. Oh look, there's a can of WD-40 there. Shock horror. As I've said a million times before, we use that very often to get the nut. Where is it? Oh, there it is. That nut loose. That's the shoulder screw nut. So yes, people, we do use WD-40 for some applications.
We've already done one. It only took 2 minutes.
There's the next one done. See, you'll have all these done soon.
Just got to keep going along.
We might as well show you what we're doing. Some people have never seen this.
Yeah.
We have done a video on this before when we did Target Pool last year. We actually stripped the whole frame down. So what he's doing now, he's just getting that armature plate inserted. He's going to hook the spring on. People remember the video we did on springs there? He's making sure he's got the spring fitted correctly, so look at them before you take them off. It's a bit hard, I know, with his fingers in there. He's just going to get the spring and hook it back on with the spring hook. There you go.
Bit tight, this one.
Done.
There you go, works.
Look at that. How many to go?
2.
2 to go. We might as well keep this on here and we'll show you the end result. The other thing we've got to do, it's had new flipper links put on, but unfortunately that one's sticking in a bit, so we've got to do a little bit of work on that. The original flipper cranks were metal and they had a bit of a bow in them to compensate for that, so we'll do a little mod on that and fix that up. This one here is not too bad. We had to do a bit of work on this relay here. This is the H relay. I'm not sure what that does. I'll have a look. It's the third step 300,000 count relay. And what the problem was that it was very floppy here. There was no sort of tension against the switches. We just had to make an adjustment on this switch here, and now they all work properly. Notice on the pop bumpers they have the bit of rubber here. They don't have a Bakelite yoke like the more modern ones. I'd never noticed that before. Be interesting. We've got our lightning ball we've already done most of the work on it. I'd have to revisit that and see what happened on that. They might have changed it by 1959, so you know, nearly 10 years things change. But that's what the underside of the playfield looks like. What else have we got to do? Oh, that was the other thing. This was the where is it? Oh, here. Just got to do a bit of work. That spring's a bit weak on that. It's just not quite going down good enough. We did have to do a bit of adjustment on the plate itself. Okay, now we've put it all back together correctly. We'll just trip that last one there and bang, she closes. We get a full stroke now.
Oh, beautiful now.
Yeah. All because those were in the wrong hole.
So we'll just reset it. Okay. And all the switches are open them up. And then when this one's goes,
that'll close.
That one will close.
There it goes. Look at that.
And that'll complete your sequence, and that'll, I would assume, step up the knockdown.
It'll do something anyway.
So that's a good job. Had to be done.
Yeah, it did. Look, it wasn't too bad. It was just a matter of figuring out what was wrong with it, because something just wasn't right. And when you see welded parts and that, you start to have horrible thoughts. But look, that's all good now.
Yep.
All right. Well, I just thought we were going to do a little bit more on this under the playfield. We'll just put this all back in the game now. Well, solder that. We've resoldered that wire, that common that came off. I think Spanky's had. So Spanky's just come and have a look. He said it's just about morning tea time. We have our morning tea at 10:30, and it's almost spot on.
And then he's down the pub.
Oh, then off to the pub today?
Yep.
Being a Wednesday? Okay.
Well, every day.
Oh no. Alright people, we felt it worth making a video just showing you that. I mean, I know not a lot of people have got old 50s games, but it's all interesting stuff. All lots of fun, all a learning experience for everybody. And as I've said, look, listen and learn. And we all learn something new every day in these old pinball repairs.
Have your machines going forever.
Don't we, Spanky?
For the next generation of people to enjoy.
So remember, do it right, do it once. And this has been another Goat Shed presentation.